must be all surely. To sing as well, eh? She can't be left out. Beautiful piece. And a very good morning to everybody. How are you doing? I just hope that things are well wherever you are. And drink lots and lots and lots of water. Because it's very hot, so you need to drink lots of water. Right, as we go straight into the health box this morning. And Mr. Richard Mutingwende is already in the studio. Let me say a very, very good morning to you. How are you doing? And how's been your Saturday, the week?
Yeah, my Saturday was good, was great.
Okay. And you were telling me about the weather? Yeah, sweating all over.
Yeah, for the past week, the weather was bad. It was very hot.
Very hot.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But what do we do? Because we want to talk about water as medicine. So, yeah, water, quite important. That's what we're looking at this morning. We're looking to dehydration. So water as a medicine. And perhaps we could start off by asking, what is water? What is water?
Water is a natural beverage. Very often I say in natural medicine we try to use the natural substance. So water is one of the natural substance used in natural medicine, and the treatment of water is called hydrotherapy in natural medicine. So very often we tend to resort to expensive ways, yet there are some very cheap and readily available ways to relieve ourselves from health conditions.
Indeed. So that's water there, and that's what we're looking at this morning. Let's talk about dehydration. Let's talk about dehydration.
Dehydration is a condition that can occur when the loss of body fluids, mostly water, exceeds the amount that is being taken in. So with dehydration, it's like more water is moving out of your body than what you are actually taking in, resulting in quite a number of health conditions.
Indeed. And what are some of the causes of dehydration?
Basically, dehydration is a result of not taking enough water, and at the same time you might be losing too much water than what you are actually taking in. So the combination of these two can result in dehydration. And diarrhea is also another cause of dehydration. In most cases, if you get diarrhea, you can quickly get dehydrated. And these days, because of the weather, it's very hot out there.
Extremely hot, yeah.
Sweating can also be another cause of dehydration. And sometimes a fever can cause dehydration, because if you have a fever, sometimes your temperature rises, you end up sweating. So fever can also be another cause of dehydration. And those who are diabetic, sometimes high blood sugar levels can cause an increased urination. So you may visit the toilet several times, trying to relieve yourself. That way you may end up with dehydration. And sometimes vomiting can also be another cause of dehydration.
All right. And but what are the signs? What do you see? And to see that maybe you've got dehydration, or you're suffering from dehydration, what are the symptoms?
Basically, the color of your urine can indicate whether you are dehydrated or you have enough water in your body. When your body has enough water, or when you are hydrated, your body discharges clear urine. But when your urine is a bit of being concentrated, or it's dark in color, it's just a sign that you are being dehydrated. So urine is very important to check your urine if there are some changes in color. And a headache is also another sign or symptom that you are dehydrated, because loss of water in the brain tissues can cause the brains to shrink. It shrinks away from the skull, and as a result it triggers the pain. It's like your brain is made up of about 73% is actually water. So if you are dehydrated, you can experience a headache. Fatigue or lack of energy is also another sign and symptom of dehydration. And in children, mostly if they are crying without tears, it's another symptom that they are being dehydrated. And in addition to lack of tears, they may also appear a bit like they may have some sunken eyes. It's another symptom or sign that they are dehydrated. Then in adults, sometimes they may have some muscle cramps or spasms. It's also another indication or another sign that they are dehydrated. And constipation can also be a sign that you are lacking enough water. If you are experiencing sort of a chronic constipation, because water is actually important for our digestion and for the bowel movement. So if you experience constipation, it might be a sign that you are dehydrated. And your breath may be telling you that your body is actually running out of water. If you have a bad breath, it's also another sign that you are actually dehydrated, because water can make our body produce more saliva. Saliva has some antibacterial properties. So if you deprive your body of enough water, it means the body cannot produce enough saliva. Then as a result, you may experience that odor. So odor is actually one of the symptoms of dehydration. Then when you drink less water, it's like your brains take it as a survival threat, and it starts to store more water in your feet. You may have some swollen feet or swollen hands or even legs. So having swollen feet or hands or legs might be a sign or symptom that you are dehydrated. Then again, in babies, they may have a sunken fontanelle. A fontanelle is that soft spot on the top of the head. In Shona, some they call it Noah, or they call it Chipande. So if it gets sunken, it means it's a sign that they are actually dehydrated. So it's always good to take action when you notice that, especially on babies. And another sign on babies is like if they take time, like 3 to 4 hours without wetting their diapers, it may mean that they are actually dehydrated. Then in adults, they may have a dry mouth or an increased thirst. It's also a sign that you are actually dehydrated. Then dehydration can become severe. So it has to be taken very seriously, because it can lead to loss of life. So the symptoms of severe dehydration may include low blood pressure. It's also another sign, and also a rapid heart rate can also a sign that you are being dehydrated. And on skin, last time I mentioned that our skin is actually one of the largest organs, so it needs water. So if you are dehydrated, the elasticity of your skin is weakened. So you really need water to make your skin glowing. So if you have some issues with your skin, sometimes it's good to check the amount of water that you are actually taking in. And seizures may also be some signs and symptoms of dehydration.
All right, the Health Box comes your way every Sunday, and we'll try to address solutions from a very natural perspective. And I've got Mr. Richard Mutingwende in the studio this morning. He is the expert. And let's talk about health conditions we can treat by just using water.
There are quite a number of health conditions that we can treat by using water. In fact, water is one of the greatest medicine, but sometimes we overlook the importance of water. Things to do with kidneys, like preventing kidney stones. If you drink enough water or plenty of water, especially on an empty stomach, it can help to prevent the formation of kidney stones, and it can also help to prevent some bladder infections. So it's always good to take plenty of water, especially on this weather where it's very hot, we lose a lot of water through sweating and the like. It's always good for your kidneys as well. Then to those who want to lose weight, water is actually a natural beverage because it has no calories. It contains 0 calories. So drinking plenty of water can help to flush out the toxins. It can also increase the metabolism, the digestive system. So it's always good for those who want to lose weight. And in addition to that, it's also a natural appetite suppressant. If you take a blend of water, you avoid some cravings. And water can also increase energy. I'm sure you have heard of people talking about taking water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It actually stimulates the red blood cells to populate at a faster rate, which in turn can boost the energy levels of the body. And it can also increase your brain power. I mentioned that our brain is made up of 73%. 73% is actually water. So drinking a lot of water can help you to think, to focus, and to concentrate and stay alert. So it's always good to take plenty of water. And it also helps in terms of performance. If your body is hydrated, you perform much better, because just being dehydrated by just 2% can simply impair your performance in tasks that may require attention. So it's always good to take water as a natural remedy or as natural medicine. Water can also help to flush out toxins in your body, because the build-up of toxins in your body can cause quite a number of health issues. So it's always good to take enough water to flush out the toxins from your body, so that you keep your body in a healthy state. And in addition to that, it can also boost your immune system. Water can actually boost your immune system in 2 ways. The first is to carry oxygen to your body cells. Then secondly is to flush out the harmful toxins from your body. So if you want to boost your immune system, water is always available. You can simply grab 2 glasses of water, then you help your body. And you can also prevent headaches. There's a dehydration headache. If you take water, you can prevent such types of headaches. And the issue of cramps, I've mentioned it. Water can help to prevent cramps and sprain. It acts as a natural lubricant for your muscles and for your joints. It can lubricate your joints, so you are less likely to experience things like a sprained ankle if you take enough water. So it's always recommended, especially on this hot weather, to take plenty of water. And water can also help in regulating our temperature. Our skin is responsible for cooling our body and regulating our temperature. So it's always good to take enough water, because your body needs enough water to properly regulate your body temperature through perspiration. Each time you breathe out, you are actually breathing out water vapor. So that's how we lose water from our body. We can lose water through urination, because most people, they think we simply lose water through urination, but also through breathing. On average, we lose about 2.5 liters of water. So that water needs to be replenished or replaced in our body. Then it also helps in preventing the bad breath, halitosis. I mentioned it. It's always good to take enough water, even before meals or after meals. It's always recommended to take water. And in terms of our heart health, water can maintain the proper viscosity of blood. So water is always good. And to those who takes alcohol, for their hangover. Water is also good, and water can put you in a better mood if you take water.
You take water.
Yeah.
Better mood with water. So start drinking water this morning, and it will make you feel much better. It's very, very hot, so I urge you to take water. And Richard, your contact details, for those maybe who wouldn't get a chance to listen, or those who are listening.
My phone number is 0772 119 912. 0772 119 912.
That is the health box this morning. Very good morning to everybody, and that's a beautiful country. I just hope that you're feeling great. What are we looking at next week?
Next week we are going to look at harmful side effects of makeup or cosmetics. There are some hidden things in makeups, resulting in health issues, like things to do with infertility, especially in women, some hormonal imbalances, skin conditions, skin problems like acne, skin allergies, hair problems, headaches. There are quite a number of health issues coming out from the use of cosmetics, from the use of makeups and the like, and even cancer. So we are going to discuss quite a number of things that can come up from such things.
Okay, and that's makeup. Oh wow, women. All right, fine. Let's start getting into trouble with women. But that's what we're looking at next week.
Very true, yeah.
Thank you so much, Richard, for coming through this lovely morning, and I hope to see you again next Sunday.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.